Hello, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to some more Factorio Space Age. So I'm still working on solar power out here. I did get nuclear power unlocked back on Novus. Let's see if I can go back there real quick. Maybe if I can hit the right key. There. So if we go down here, we had this guy. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm just bottling up sulfuric acid and flying it down here. I don't need a lot of this stuff, like especially in the beginning here. So we have a little bit here. I'm just basically I had to mine some to get the let's see, where is it? Let's see, there's that one. So yeah, so you had to mine some just to get that stuff going, and then so I do have Coverix enrichment open. I do have this stuff open. So I need to build a facility down here to kind of start reprocessing this stuff. But I also need, let's see. Thought I copied that into here. All my other random things just laying around. I thought I put that thing in here. I don't know if it will go back far enough. It doesn't. I could have swore. Oh, there it is, right there. So there's this guy here. So we just pop this guy down. We'll wait for the robots here to build. Like the being able to build and interact and look at stuff. Like I can't obviously take things out of here, but I can interact. I can change things. That stuff is all really, really helpful. So here we want to go. I need to build these guys. I should have everything in the mix to be able to do that. And we'll do right click here, left click here. So that way it'll tell it to go pick up all that stuff. That will build us a stack of these things eventually. And then we can try to get some uranium power going. So basically what I want to do is start converting this stuff down here and be able to get the Coverix and enrichment stuff going. And then once I get that going, then we can kind of do stuff. Now I don't know. I always build too little or too much. It's not really any way between it. And then that stuff is going. Does it just need that much stuff? It does. Probably could do an upgrade to a green here. Actually, no, I don't want a green. I want to leave blue. The problem is if you go with like a green, sometimes they'll get stuck because it'll grab too many. So that is everybody kind of. There you go. And we got one of those guys coming out. Easy enough. All right. So now once we get all that stuff kind of going, we need to figure out where we're going to put this whole building at. Seems like a good place there. That like that. So that way we'll get some more robot coverage. Make sure we're good. We are gonna need that. So let me get these guys started. Now I do need to get this guy. And then we'll get one of those guys built. Get us some blue requesters. This little guy's going like that. It goes back in a second. All right, so we got one of those guys in. So first thing we need to do is do uranium reprocessing, right? Then we'll do Covrex enrichment. So we'll do uranium reprocessing here. Okay. And the problem is these things, this is like, it's, I don't, does it show me the number someplace? Yeah, it's 0.07% versus 99.3%. So we need a lot of, let's see, get that back again there. We need a handful of these out. Dang it. It's been a morning. Oh. I'm having troubles. There. Now they're both there. All right. So now what I really want to do is have two of these guys back here, right? So I want to do this because I want to fast track the good uranium out. The other ones not so much. I'm not worried about it. So what I want to do here is we'll give us a red one. We'll give us a blue one like this. And then I'm going to give me two belts out. Right. And then we'll filter these guys. So we're going to use filters. This guy's only allowed to grab. And I could filter on the other end, but like I said, I want to make sure that I'm getting these things out correctly. So we'll grab the good stuff with this guy. We're going to grab. This guy can only grab the bad stuff. And it's not the bad stuff. We still need it. We just don't need as much of it, right? So Control C, do this, and then just flip it vertically. B for flipping vertically, like that. So that way, those are all built that way. These guys will come in like this, right? And then this, we're gonna flip it horizontally because I don't know why I like it like that, and I'll move it one out like this. Bring this out a little bit further. Bring these out a little bit further like this. And I overbuild the belt in the beginning so that when I copy it, I can page this a lot easier. And then we'll get us a power pole right here. And then we'll put one here. We're going to put one here. We're also going to put one down here because we're going to need that to be powered also. All right, and then all these guys going like this, and then I'm going to Control C this whole thing. And then do like this. So that way we have more and more of these guys coming in. And then once we get down here, we can do some work to kind of compress these together. Guys like this. And then do that one, but let's get us these guys in instead. I want to do it like that. Go away. All right, so those are all going like that. So we'll have all of the green guys compressed on one side, light green on one side, dark green on the other, which is kind of what, you know what? Let's go ahead and move this thing down a little bit. Let's see, let's do it like that. That be enough. You know what? Why am I compressing this so much? This is ridiculous. Doesn't make sense at all. Put that one up there. Put that one there like that. You guys can go out like this. All right. So see, this guy's gonna. I'll get bent. All right, that's better. All right, so now with those two kind of mixed up and doing what we need to do, let's get these guys over here. Look at these guys' power. These guys should be requesting. They're not requesting. Let's see. We get that. We get these guys going here. So that one is there. Paste these across like this. Yeah, so, and then that way all those have basically 100 of each of those in there. So they should start requesting the uranium from down there. These guys can all be bent. All right. So that way all that will start working. And hopefully we'll start getting uranium out. Now this is a slow process. You want to get this kind of going long before you need it. And I kind of already need it. I'm already kind of behind the ball on this one. So I want to try to get these things going as quickly as I can. Now, the other thing I need to do here, and we have it like this guy right here. So I'm going to get this guy, and we'll put him, this is the dark green one. So I want to do this. So that should be the good stuff. I don't need that many of those. Do it like that. That's better. We're going to be using a lot of bots in this. I guess technically I don't need that all to be... Don't need that all to be reds if I put belts out. Do it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna do this guy like this. And then there's a reason I'm going after, like, I'm trying to pull these guys out because I don't want, I need to have a massive amount of these guys kind of in here. Because, and this is probably overkill. But, let's see, let me go back. I hit the wrong key again. The reason I want so many of these in here is simply because we're going to end up having a ridiculous amount of... This is one-sided, right? For every one of these things I get, I'm going to get 100 of these. and I need them to be someplace that's not here. And technically, I could do this better with power poles. 'Cause technically, these guys are going fine. Because this guy will cover all of those. Right, so we're going to move this one back like this. And then we'll do that. And then Control V again. Then we'll put this guy in like this. And then get these guys all filled in like this. And then get us some undergroundies. That. And technically, it doesn't need to go like that. That's fine. All right. So that will give us plenty of storage down here. And then these guys are going to start slowly working towards our needed stuff. 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, so we're slowly starting to moving these things across. This stuff needs to probably get quite a bit more of these guys brought in. Do you hear? Do you like that? See if we can get a little bit more uranium headed this direction. And the trick here is just try to get enough of these boxes up here so that they're all going, oh hey, yeah, let's take stuff up there. And then try to get stuff in there as quickly as we can and kind of get stuff kind of delivered it on a regular basis. Ideally, I probably should have just ran a belt up here, but where's the fun in that? Yeah, I have. Yeah, see, and they've already emptied this side completely out, and that side's not doing much better. What are you doing? You are completely full. Thought there was a way for me to do like priority on this thing. Because the problem is I need them to take these out. This guy up here is just, he keeps making more of them. And I need them to come out from down there. Because the problem is if I don't stop this thing from making too many of them, right? Like what will end up happening is when I move barrels like that, this thing's just going to pack full. And then let's see, where is my, like, the thing that's making my sulfuric acid? Basically what's happened is my sulfuric acid manufacturing, so it has 10 here, this thing's got 10 in it, and then it's just kind of locked, and I've got nowhere to kind of get things. Like I could put a buffer chest here, and then have it request west. Where are they? Like these guys, right? I can have it request like 40 of them, right? But the problem is if I have it request like 40 or 50 of these things, what's going to end up happening is this one over here that's making them is going to start making too many of them, right? So it's grabbing from them first because it's easier. There, turn that off for now. So the problem is that I need to build some logic in there, and probably look into doing it so that it says, hey, is there, how many free things are there here? I need to pull from this thing down here first. So if I changed, and I set, yeah, I don't know if I can, because I saw a logic, I thought something had like priority on it. It may have been the spaceship. But that way, hopefully, yeah. So this guy's, yeah, they're still full. Let's see, is it just so far that it's taking them a while to figure out their life, and that's part of the problem. Is it's so far down there that they don't know how to get down there to it. And since they don't know how to get down there to it, they're pulling everything from the local. So what was happening is when this thing was filling it up, it would fill it up, and then it would just, it wouldn't ship it down there. So I'm probably gonna end up with some sort of belt, and a belt would probably have been better for this whole situation. All right, so this thing's at least backing up now, so that's good. All right, we'll let all that stuff kind of work. Now, other things that we need in here, we need to build nuclear reactors. Okay, we need to build heat pipes. We need to build heat exchangers. We need to build steam turbines. Okay, and then let's see, I can't build that stuff here. Magnetic field just to it. Okay, I can only build that stuff on the other planets. Oh, you cheeky little monkeys. So right click, left click, right click, left click, right click, left click, right click, left click. So that way, all these guys should start building what we need to for these guys, and that should start allowing us to getting nuclear power. Like I said, it's going to take a while for us to get it figured out. And then really what we're trying to do here is we got one little green guy here. So we really need, I think, 40. Once I get 40 of them, then we'll start building that disaster of a loop. And I may cheese it a little bit. There's some things, like especially that one, it's very fiddly. If y'all want me to build it on in an episode, let me know. If you want to just me to go grab a blueprint, I'll just go grab a blueprint, because this one's very fiddly. It's a lot of fiddliness, and trying to get the Corvex enrichment done is a bit much. All right, so we got that uranium all started. I do need to go down here, talk to this guy, and have him build these guys. These are very important. And then we'll have these guys built too. Now, with all that being said, see, what all do you need? You need wires, stone bricks, and iron. So you're bringing in wire. Do we not have stone bricks? Oh, I may need to actually build stone bricks someplace. I may not have... Do I have any of them on Serenity? Did I bring stone bricks with me? No. Looks like this thing is, my fuel is still, it takes forever for my fuel to rebuild. So what I've learned is, like, this is great, but I need to have a lot more fuel, production. I basically, if I fill this thing up, I have enough to get to Novus and back, or no, one-way trip, then I have to wait for a while and let it fill back up. If I tell it to run, before it's ready, it starts causing quite a commotion with the not having stuff it needs. And oh, you need steel too. Why do you need steel? We should have plenty of steel. We've used all the steel in other places. And then this thing is full. So every once in a while, like I don't want to turn this into. I guess I can just turn it into a buffer. I um I don't have one. So what I'll do is I'll go in here. I'll just grab all this stuff out like that, and then I just tell it to do this. All right, so we get all those guys put back somewhere else. Put all that stone away. So I need to get a my power's already not doing well. I need to get. I'm not getting those guys filled in anyway. Can I get? I think electric furnace is 3x3 though. It is. We get this guy. We do that. Let me get that guy like that, that guy like that, that guy like this. And then we get a blue guy here. All right, and then once we get all those guys kind of filled in, this guy can go stone. That's fine. This guy, let's limit you. I don't need all of my stone being turned into stone bricks, but I do need some of them. So the trick here is to kind of figure out like which pieces you need and take this. And the problem is we need to at some point get enough of these things kind of going. But in order to really get those going, I need these. So I need to get this stuff, and I need to get steel. See, is it just? Oh yeah. So and I need like 8 steel. Let me get. I think I've requested all the steel. Yeah, everything from there. So let's go Serenity real quick. I can import more of these. Import more of those. This is obviously expensive to move it around, but we can do it. Let's see, and then should be okay. I don't need a lot of this stuff, but and then we can just tell this guy to basically head back to Navaris. And I'm pronouncing these names wrong. I pronounce them different every time. It's just what we do. So we basically hit this thing. We get it chooching back that direction. Now that being said, if we do have this thing come back and it's not completely full of fuel, it will come back. It makes enough fuel kind of on its way that it can get back. It just takes it a lot longer to do. So the first attempt at a ship, like I said, I kind of looked at a little bit of how to build, just kind of a quick overview, so I can kind of figure out what I was doing, and then I just kind of built one on my own. There's a lot of really cool ships people are building and very efficient ones, and I have no doubt eventually there's going to be some very, very nice ships built. But we're looking here, so we should come in, go ahead and stop and get stopped over here, and then they should already be sending rockets up to us. All right, so we should be at some point here, and you'll see like it definitely put a damper on my my gun reserves. It slows us down, and then our tanks are empty. Like our engines are like half full of fuel. Like it took a lot of resources, and then this is just it's a slow process because it's just it takes forever for this thing to run. So and it doesn't take a lot of these. I think I probably should have more of these in here. So this could be done a lot more efficiently. It's just enough to kind of get us to where we need to go. And then luckily we pick up enough stuff along the way that we you know, kind of works out for us. Now we can look in here and see that we're waiting on a bunch of random stuff. And hopefully that will eventually get sent up to us. Oh, look at that. We got 3 of them now. And we're slowly building these guys up. Big, uranium ammo. So that would be cool. Not going to be shooting uranium ammo into space anytime soon, though. You see these guys starting to gather the stuff that it needs to be able to send. There's some still going up. All the guys going through, bringing us all the things that we need. We can go up here and look, and you see the green. I did have a problem with my plastic at one point. Now it's starting to build back up. But I had a problem with my plastic where I overextended this pipe, and I think in the last episode or the one before, I was like, "Oh, the pipes are overextended. Don't worry about it." Yeah, as soon as you overextend the pipes, they stop working. They just stop. So you kind of have to go in and put pumps in. So right now, if I go down here, look at my wall, like I have lots and lots of bullets down here. I do not have the flame turrets working, and I just kind of built a wall all the way around the base. It's got bullets sent to it just to kind of help with the in case the biter start. I had a biter that was attacking like something over here, and I was repairing it faster than the biter could kill it. But it was it was annoying. So I built guns, and just a few of them. All right, so this stuff is all should be going. We should get back into Serenity here. Look into here. So really the only thing I'm missing is blue circuits, and I could use some blue circuits, so I'm gonna wait for them, because if we get back here, I needed blue circuits mostly for that. So I don't need. I up my blue circuits to get this thing built so that we can actually build a rocket silo to get out of here. But really what I need is the bricks. And what's happening is we lose power, and when we lose power to this, then this thing stops working. Like the whole bot network goes down because we have power starvation problems. I need to get a better power ability here. And probably the rocket or the solid fuel that I'm getting probably would be a good thing, like to get even a, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go back to Serenity. Let's request. Let's see. Let's request. I guess we're requesting 50 of those. Oh, let's see. Let's go back to 50 of these. So let's request 50 of those. Let's request 20 of these. I think we already have pipe. We already have undergrounds. I don't have water, so we have ice on the surface, so we can move that. All right, so we'll do that. Go back to Navaris here. This guy is going to, and I guess technically I could do it with a steam turbine. I think I still need water. Then let's get. We have pumps over there, but the pumps are useless to us. I want to see how many of these will go in. That told me. Oh, yeah, so 10 of them. So I could send 10 of these guys. I wonder if it'd be better to send the steam turbines, because I think they're more efficient. And I could still run these guys. You know what? Let's just request both of them. And then, because eventually we're going to need steam turbines here anyway. Let's go with just 20 of them. And then hopefully those will eventually get built. And once these guys all get built, let me get back over there and make sure I'm oh wait, these guys aren't going to build nothing. Because I didn't have anything selected. Lots and lots of gears. Lots and lots of gears. All right, so these guys should be going still. There's 6 of them. It's just the gears that are killing me. It's the gears that are doing it for me. Get those guys kind of get going too. I may actually increase this. Just bring all of the plates to that guy. All right, so we got all the bots going. Yep, so we're low on bots now, and we're starting to duck shove more of them in there. We're above 100. We shouldn't be putting them in. So basically, as the demand grows and wanes, it adds or removes. It adds more. It doesn't ever really remove them. I guess I could have it remove some, and just kind of clear things up. But where's the fun in that? All right. So eventually, yeah. So I got 200 of them coming, and then hopefully that will get us enough plates here that these guys will start helping with the that whole problem, because I need this whole section needs gears. All right. How many of you? Because I need 10 of these guys before you can do anything. All right. You guys are going well. This guy is still needs steel. Problem is I think but let me take rid of that for now. Get rid of that one. That's fine. We can leave those there. I probably should change this to something else. I found out this thing is kind of useless. Like the ice will be delivered to it. If you have a blue thing for it to deliver things to it, it'll deliver that before the other stuff can ever get to it. Because the bots are a lot faster than, and they can move a lot more stuff. Let's get those put away. Don't need those in my backpack right now. So if this thing produces, because it should be making steel, I just don't know who else is using. All three of these things down here are probably using steel, to be honest. Yeah, everybody wants steel. Everybody wants steel. All right, let me get this thing kind of get it going for a second. All right, so we got some boilers coming. Kind of want to get at least get this. If I can get one of these two, at least a load of either one of them. Because if I can get a load of either one of them, I can put down an extra lightning tower. Then I could put down something to start using the fuel, and that will help kind of with our power problem for now. Allow us to start building things a little bit faster. Yeah, they're just carrying basically as fast as we can. All right, so the whole bot network here, obviously my UPS is still fine. My computer should be handle a ridiculous amount of bots. I could probably build an entire bot factory and just completely get rid of the belts, and it probably would be fine. We got 8 of them. Oh, just sitting here. All right, I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back. We're up at Serenity. And then we have some steam turbines. We have a couple of steam engines. Where is, do I not have my burners yet? That's gonna slow me down. Do we not have? Thought I had those. Did I have enough of them made? No, there's 50 of them now. I mean, rocket capacity is 50, stack of 50. So we're just waiting for them to get loaded, I guess. Unless I already have them loaded. Let me make sure. Let's see. No, okay, they're there. All right, so we have them. All right, so we have them. So we're going to go ahead, send this back to Fulgora, and then same thing, right? So unfortunately, our rocket fuel wasn't completely maxed out yet. So I have way too many dang engines, and we kind of thought that. Well, by me, I mean me and the mouse in my pocket. Thought that this was going to be a problem. This is too many engines. Because the problem is with us going this fast, right? Like we're just ripping through this stuff, and I'd be better off going slower, allowing these things to be able to gather resources and be able to make more ammo on the way, instead of just kind of getting here and being really low on ammo, really low on fuel. I'd probably be better off like chopping like half of these engines out, and going a little bit slower, building more fuel along the way, and savoring the drive a little bit more. So the next thing, like I said, we're trying to get some power over here, so we can actually get this guy. We're almost there. So it's a lot of stuff to be able to move things around. And if anything, like we got to the rocket, it seemed a lot faster. Obviously, it's a lot easier to get to the rocket and launch and start doing things, and then get into space and start flying around. I haven't. These two guys are just sitting here, just slowly making what they need to for science, and then not being used, because I've been researching all kinds of other stuff. At least this was using some science. So we're just going to get physical projectile damage. I'm trying to get my physical projectile damage up, so maybe the these things won't take as many bullets. I'm hoping that if I get a little bit more projectile damage, they can blow up asteroids faster, use less ammunition in the process, and make my life a little bit better. Yeah, so you see, we've slowed way down because we have gotten to here. Let's see. Now I want to let me actually go back up to Serenity instead. I want to grab these guys. Let's send. Let's see. Where'd you go? Send those down, and then let's send. Let's see. Send steel down. Let's send. Oh, there it is. The turbine's down. Right? So hopefully this stuff will all eventually figure out its life and get shot off into orbit. It's still all the stuff that the thing is requesting. Right, so hopefully all this stuff will get down here. Hopefully we'll get some steel kind of coming in. Yeah, so we got some steel coming in, but I think really need this guy. This needs to be my priority. Like this needs to be like priority number one. Like I need so much steel in there. There's somebody coming in. There's some steel. So we'll go down here. Oh, we got one of them. All right, so all right, we're gonna get this guy going so that hopefully we'll get some more of these. Except for the part where we run out of power. Now I do have one of these. One of them. Aha. So I can kind of put these guys up here. Oh, so mine are even smaller than theirs. Okay. Do that. Is that a way? Oh, this thing makes energy too? Okay, so whenever it gets energy, it's going to. So, okay. So it's going to actually pull energy in, transfer it into my network, and then hopefully charge my capacitors up. All right. So that being said, now let's get. If we got these things in. So we may be able to do it okay for solar. Let's see. Let's get a couple of those, Let's get some of these. I didn't need all those. All right. Let's get. Nope, not that. I want one of these. And let's get how do these things work? All right, so let me look at you. A 60 a second. Oh, okay. So, oh no, that consumes 6 water. It produces 60. So it produces 6 water. So basically, I need 1 and 1. Okay. And then do like these. Then I want you to request solid fuel. There, now we can request solid fuel. So you'll see, like, there. Yeah, so we're still not quite producing. Production is starting to get closer to where we need it. And then I need to get me a chemical plant. Yeah, one of these guys right here. Like that. Put you in there like this. You there. You there. And then you can request water like that. And then you make melty water. All right. So there we go. Now we have melty water going in. Now we have these guys going in. And then we should have steam turbines coming in. Now our accumulators are charging. And right now we're going to have problems because our accumulators are needed to be charged. And then now our production is way down. So now we're able to start doing everything. Now this whole thing's kind of kicking off. Now we're able to start producing and doing things that we need to. These things should start running fairly, efficiently. And then now the problem is this guy is going to be a problem. I don't really want to. I need to change this to an active provider. I don't think I have nearly the stuff on me to make an active provider, and I didn't. I don't think I requested them. I thought did. I put purple ones on Serenity. I didn't. I was like, oh, I won't need those. Like, why would I ever need these other chests? Like, I don't ever use them, and now I need them. Let's see. request that one, and then let's go ahead and request a buffer chest while we're at it. All right, so that stuff is all going. That is kind of back up. Our bullets are going fine. Our fuel, not so much. So you see, like these guys, at least our engines are full. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and send this thing back anyway. We'll just let it like chug along. So what will end up happening is these guys are gonna run out of fuel rather quickly. And then so once you get your oxidizer run down, right? These obviously are empty. Once these guys run out of fuel, they'll all start sputtering along, and it starts going very slow, which is fine. I can handle slow. All right, so we at least have a few more. We have a few more of these. All right. And then I probably don't even honestly need this thing. If I had enough capacitor banks, like I could probably just run off the lightning storms. Now, the next thing that we needed was this guy. We need to build some of these and figure out what this thing does. All right, you can make electric poles. Okay, are they different? Oh, you still need wood and copper. Still looks like the normal. Nothing's changed. You can make yourself. That's good. We can make assemblies, make beacons. We can make those. Solar panels. We can make accumulators. Let's see. We can make electrolyte, which we would need heavy oil, stone, and holinium solution. And then we can make a superconductor, right? So, of course, we need electrolyte, we need helium, we need superconductors. All right. So we need 3 of these at least. This one, we're going to go ahead and do this guy. You can make those, right? And then like that. And then you... okay, so you actually need to make this stuff, I think. And then you can make these guys. And then you can make these guys. What do you need for those? Oh, you need light oil. Okay, what? And plastic. Okay. We need light oil and plastic. All right, so turn this guy like this. This guy can go like that, and then get us a little bit of pipe action going like that. And well, it's nice that well, they can't. Well, I guess I could flip them back and forth. Maybe I can do that. Maybe. Ah, there you go. That's what I want to do. So I can flip it vertically, so that way those will line up better. All right, and then heavy oil. I think for heavy oil, I just need to take a pump like this. Nope, that's not a pump. I need a pump like this, like that. Of course, you're out in the middle of nowhere. I thought I had more of those. Didn't I grab them? Give me those. All of them. That's exactly how many I needed. So, and of course you need another box up here. Do I have... Nope. There you go. There's another box. All right. So, heavy oil for you. Okay. How do I get heavy oil up there? Um, Did I get the right one again? Did I get the wrong? I got the wrong one. Where are you? Always. Okay. All right. So if I put you there, okay, and then you can be flipped vertically too. I like how. Oh, I don't want to flip you vertically. I want to leave you the other way. Oh, you know what? And then let's do horizontal. There we go. All right. So this guy can go this, like this. And look at that. Now we have heavy oil just being pumped in. All right. So that is good. Now I need light oil over here, which means I need to get chemical plant, which means I need water. So if we do we do and I honestly probably could get away with not having to do not having to do these nearly like I could get one pump in here and it'd be fine. But I'm not. I'm gonna do 2 pumps. Do like that. So this guy can go heavy to light, right? And this is all just kind of trying to get just do that. That's fine. Just do you that like that. This is all just trying to get enough to just make a few things. I just need literally the first one. Once we kind of get this stuff figured out and we have it building, and we have more stuff, I just need to get the initial chaos of the build going, so that we can build some superconductors. Right now, these guys need plastic. Plastic is easier said than done, because I've been requesting plastic. I don't think plastic is going to make it. Been requesting it to get onto the ship, and it doesn't seem to be want to load. So I may have to go back and see what's going on with that. All right, so let me get. You can go here. You can go here. You can go here. What all do you need? So you need rocks. Okay. So you can go like this. So that should make rocks for us. Okay. So that will make rocks. And then that, once we get this stuff in here, that. All right. So, oh, that's awesome looking. Let me turn that off. That's fancy. All right. So that guy is, turn those back on. All right. So that one's going good. This guy has got those now. It just needs semiconductors. It needs those green circuits and batteries. I think we're producing batteries already. Green circuits, we're making green circuits, but the problem is, in order to make green circuits, I need iron plates, and iron plates don't come out of the ground. Gears do. So what I've been doing is taking gears and stuffing gears in like this. That should hopefully all right, so there's gears going in. So trying to keep the gears going fast enough so that basically it can make some iron plates for us. And then basically I scrap the gears back down, and then kind of I probably should just build another one of these that just does gears into plates. Probably be smart now that I have enough room or have enough power to do it. You know what? Let's do like this. Do like that. This guy is not going to request these. It's going to request gears also. And then I'm going to limit. Why is it getting... Does this thing get scrap if it just sits on top of this? Oh, it's probably because I had scrap in here. Okay. Okay. I was very confused as to what was happening there. All right, so that way we can just kind of throw the scrap in there, and then just it'll eventually get rid of it. But that way that will build us some iron plates. The issue is I don't want it to kill all of my gears. And this thing, it just auto feeds into it. So probably what we'll do is we'll green this guy to this guy, and then I'm gonna tell this thing enable disable. We're gonna say more circuitries. Let's see, let's go gears. Where are they? Somewhere. There they are. I'm gonna say gears, and we're gonna do like 100. Right, set constant. Right. So right now, and it's nice that it shows me how many are there. Like kind of so I know what's going on. So this thing is going to. Oh, that is not what I want to do. I want to change this to. That's not iron gears. I want it to be iron plates. Iron plates. Let's do that instead. So we have 216 iron plates in there. So that way it will kind of limit it, because that way I'm not using all of my gears to make iron plates. I'm only using enough iron plates to kind of make what I need. And then all that stuff should start running. And then that can make greens for us. Now these guys, plastic. I don't know. What else am I getting that I can kind of disrupt plastic from? Maybe if we kill red circuits. And then I change this from that to, let's change it to red circuits. And then we'll change this guy from this to plastic, maybe, I hope. So that will get those guys down. Yeah, so that will start building us plastic. And then that builds us green circuits too. The only bad part about this is I guess I should probably be breaking down red circuits to make green circuits instead. But this way we'll have some plastic. And we need lots of green circuits. There's going to be lots of stuff to build things and to get it to work and to get it to... It's a mess. All right. So that is all those things. Copper plate. Do we need another one of these? I think this one I can change to copper wire like this. And then this one is going to be copper plate. Okay. So there's those guys going down. We'll get... Okay, we got a lot of those in. All right, so that should eventually give us copper plate. That will give us the blue guys here. That will give us these guys going in over here. And then once all that is said and done, we will have superconductors. I don't know how many superconductors I need, but I know how many I'm going to make. All right. So this is all going to be very, very slow. And then once we get that, I think we just need a superconductor. We need a superconductor to make this science. It doesn't tell me what I need to do that. And then the next problem I'm going to have is I need to start working on trying to get fuel and all that stuff being made here because I need to build my rocket silo. Because I have a feeling I'm going to need to build... Can we put this guy in here anywhere? Nope, you're just a little bit too small for... or too big for your own good. You can go there. That's fine. You can go down here. Down there like that. That's fine. And then you are going to be cloud striked. I love how it just kind of auto builds. Like the lightning mechanic's a cool mechanic. It kind of is a pain in the butt. It slows you down in the beginning here. So I think I just need to build rocket fuel. So because I don't think we're actually building it here. Let's see. Rocket fuel here. Oh, I need light oil also. If only there was a place for me to get light oil. Close. Oh, look, light oil. All right, let's see. Let me get us a blue box. Blue box there. This guy can go here like this. You can go there like that. And then you are going to request solid fuel. We'll use that up. And then we're going to do this. And we're going to put a blue box right here. I'm going to do this and do this, do this, and do that. All right. All right, this 15, that's fine. This guy, we don't need rocket fuel. We won't have it. And this way we can start building rockets to get off this godforsaken planet. More importantly, I can build, hopefully figure out what we need to do. Science. Oh, we open science. We open science. Where'd it go? We open the pink science. Oh, God, we are so over. All right, so we have pink science now. We can get all kinds of other fun stuff. Now, pink science. So we need batteries, iron plates, electrolyte, and helium solution. And that is all made of one of these guys. Do that. And this guy, we're going to make pink science with it, right? So we're going to do that. All right, so horizontally like that. So that should be, I don't know why those aren't marked. I can go like that. You can go in just like that. So that will be that solution for us. Okay. And then the electrolyte, I can do this, do that, do this like that. Now I just need accumulators, which I don't have. I have them being imported. Crafting time 10 seconds. So all this makes one of these. Ooh, doggy. And then let me get this guy like that. Actually, you know what? Let me do this one. I can't really get it in there. What do you need to make these guys? I am way over time. I am sorry, guys. I'm trying to get these guys built. So iron plates and batteries. So that stuff will change to that. That will go to there. Superconductors are going to go in there. You can go there like that. You can change from those to superconductors. There you go, superconductors. Fine. We need to do 100. That's fine. That's way too many. All right, so that way we'll have pink science being made, and that's going to be loaded into our rocket. And what I'm going to do is basically just going to request or send as much of this stuff as I can up there, even though I don't understand why this stuff isn't working. Oh, because I'm out of that stuff. I need a way to make more of this holium ore. The problem is like there's got to be a way to get more of it. There has to be. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So that is holium ore. All right, let's go in here and look at our book real quick. Holium ore. Fulgorite pieces. See, that yields that, so that's not quite what I want to do. And that yields that. It doesn't do me any good. Like I need to get, like I don't know how to get more of the holium ore because I can't. So that is gonna kill me because I need to be able to automate that. So I don't know. And then running out to these different locations to get them and come back, like mainly going to grab the ore and bringing it back isn't a, a good use of my time. So because I keep having to go further and further out. Jesus, we are so far over. So I do apologize. Let me do some research and see if I can figure out how to get some more holium ore. Like the other stuff here is great, but like if I just keep picking up runes, then I have all kinds of other stuff. There's got to be a way, something that maybe I'm gathering that has it in it, but I don't think anything I have has holium ore in it. So we're basically just out manually picking it up, which is not acceptable. We it's not going to work, right? So I don't know if it's like if we go here, look on the map, right? So you'll see like the white dots. That's all scrap, right? You don't see like I saw the little pink dots. What's oh this is okay, that's a thing, right? One of those guys. So those are great, but not being able to mass produce it is going to cause me problems. So let me do some research, figure out how to make that stuff work better. And then once I get that sorted out, we will get it done. And then let me make sure one. Yeah, so there's no crushing. I want to check one thing. I want to check this guy. And yeah, I don't see another filter. Like I don't see a holium asteroid where I could just like yeet asteroids down to the planet. Because that would be helpful. Anyway, as always, if y'all like the video, please consider throwing a like on it. If you have a question, a comment, or concern, you can leave that down below. And if you're not subscribed, you would like to be, there's a button for that too. You guys be safe. We'll talk to y'all soon.